Thursday, Jamie McMurray hopped into a helicopter and took to the skies over the Vegas Strip. His sponsors promoting a contest with a lucky fan winning the official naming rights of the Sprint Cup race in Richmond on May 3rd. Today's race, 267 laps, 400 miles. About a mile, though, from this track is Nellis Air Force Base, home of the great men and women of our armed forces. Jamie McMurray also so dedicated to speed that he grabbed our crew chief, Jeff Hammond, from the Hollywood Hotel, and they went above and beyond the call of duty as the U.S. Thunderbirds were kind enough to take him for a ride in F-16 Fighting Falcons.
If that's made for his age, you better get a bigger one.
Jump up front here and we'll get started.
All right, buddy.
Get ready to do a knife edge pass. Ready? Yep. Here we go. And push. That was 9.3 G's, dude. That's great. You weighed over half a ton right there. Woo! Here we go. Yeah. On our backs. On our backs. Here we go. Yeah. NASCAR on Fox. Racing at the speed of sound.
Jeff, you went over 9 Gs?
Yeah, that's about what I lost last night on the crap table.
I don't know this. You're a sick person.
That's right. How fast did you go? So what?
About Mach 1.
Okay, so
yeah, about well over 600 miles.
600 miles per hour. All right, so Darrell,
I like the way he talks that lingo.
yeah, that's what I was going to try to look that up. All right, so on the ground, right?
Yeah.
You drive. What's the fastest you've ever raced on?
About 230.
230. That's impressive.
230. Yeah.
Where'd you go 230 in?
It wasn't in your car. I can tell you that.
All right.
Somebody else's.
Jeff has his own airline. It's called Air Grits, I think is what they call it. All right, in Las Vegas, when you're hot, you're hot, and nobody's been hotter here than Jimmy Johnson. If this was a casino, he'd be asked to leave. Today, he's going for his 4th straight Las Vegas win.
Three straight trips to Las Vegas, 3 big deposit slips on Monday. He'll go for a 4th today, but taking into account the entire weekend, Jimmy, what's the biggest challenge for you today?
I'd say the biggest challenge is the start of the race to get through traffic. A lot of guys don't have good driving race cars. The winds are going to pose some problems. So I think getting through the first 30, 40 laps is going to be the biggest challenge for me today.
Now, you can make a lot of history this year. Yeah, you're chasing Cale Yarborough 3 straight titles, but you can bookend the month of March with 4-peats. And then if you have a little bit of luck at Richmond going into the fall, you can have a 4-peat there.
I hadn't thought about all that. Thanks for reminding me.
Motivation.
Motivation, absolutely. We had an amazing year last year, and we certainly hope to have a great year like that this year. But competition's tough, and I have no clue how today's going to turn out or those other ones. But we're going to try really hard, and we're very excited this week in Lowe's this year with all of their store managers, and there'll be a big section of them over in Turn 3. So I'll have a lot of moral support, and I look forward to today's race.
Well, it's only happened twice since the mid-'80s, and actually he's one of the guys that's done it. He did it at the Lowe's Motor Speedway, Chris.
All right, thanks, Matt. Jimmy starts from row 17 today, 2nd last week, 27th at Daytona. He didn't win his first race of the year last year until this time, so this is where he kind of gets it going.
Yeah, and where he starts really is not, I don't think that's that big a deal. He started 23rd here last year and won the race. The winner, the pole setter has never won this race.
Right, front row, right?
Yeah, front row's never won this race. So starting back here is not that big a deal, but he did hit the nail on the head. Traffic. That's going to be hard.
He's got to be careful
cars.
working through there. But the key thing is, Darrell, at least looking at the practice charts, he's been in the top 10 as far as the 2 practices we had yesterday. And I think that's the key. If the car is working well for him, he and Chad Knaus will make the necessary adjustments to be a contender.
Is Hendrick at all concerned after the first 2 races, or no? As far as a team?
I don't think so. The 24 and the 48 got off to bad starts last year, overcame it, and by the chase when they started in the chase, Jeff Gordon had a 400-point lead. So they're in good shape right now. But remember, folks, this is a 26 race season, not a 36. People talk 36. Those last 10 are totally separate.
But they've already jumped back up there in contention. All they got to do is be in the top 12. That's all you got to worry about. Top 12.
This race is a sellout. Further proof of the ever-growing popularity of NASCAR. And a group of drivers who were big-name stars in open-wheel Indy cars have joined the Sprint Cup Series. The open-wheelers include Dario Franchitti and Sam Hornish Jr.
Hey, I'm Sam Hornish Jr.
Hey, I'm Dario Franchitti. I won the 2007 Indianapolis 500, only the second Scottish driver to do that. Oh yeah, and we won the IndyCar Championship too.
Back in 2006, I won the Indianapolis 500 as well. Since I was the first two-time IndyCar Series champion, I figured I'd throw in the third one just for good measure.
I've won many races and many championships, but in 2008, I'm going to be a rookie, and I'm going for Rookie of the Year.
Off track, I love Mexican food. Burrito, taco, enchilada, whatever. I like it hot. The spicier the better.
Away from the track, I like to unwind by flying my helicopter. It's a great place to get away from the stresses of the job. I'm Dario Franchitti.
I'm looking forward to seeing you on the track.
And another open wheeler, Canada's Patrick Carpentier, starts from row 6 today. This is his first race of this season.
You know, I think this group of rookies is probably more evenly matched than we've seen in a long time. And let me tell you why. This is the first time in the modern era that we've had 3 rookies tied for the point lead this early in the season. Sam, Dario, and Regan Smith. Right. Regan actually has the most experience of all those guys. So real tight battle for Rookie of the Year.
You know, Sam Hornish Jr., one of those drivers involved in that fiery crash. And drivers always say fire more than anything worries them. But he was okay.
He was definitely okay. Again, you know, what was fortunate was the fact the safety stuff that was there. But if you notice, all of a sudden the safety workers themselves, they were there almost immediately. You see Sam Hornish putting the winning net down, but all of a sudden you see NASCAR officials, firemen, other safety workers rushing to their aid. That was what was impressive, was how quick NASCAR was able to respond to that emergency.
It reminds me of my wife's cooking when I see that happen. I kid because I... Well,
I'm going to tell on you.
Oh, no, because I care.
That's a place you shouldn't kid right there.
You're right. I should not. I must take advice from these guys. Play AT&T's Fantasy Racing Challenge. Text in the car number you think will win, 2258. See how you do. Play all season long. You have a chance to win $31,000 plus other great prizes, and we appreciate you playing along. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will talk with us coming up. Last night in Las Vegas, Ray Romano was a headline act, but today everybody loves NASCAR on Fox. We'll be back in a moment.